SEO competition. Understanding how to judge the competition level of a keyword phrase is paramount to building successful SEO campaigns. And I'm going to talk about that with examples in this video. What we're going to look at is how to analyze the competition. We're going to specifically look at backlink volume and quality. You'll soon understand, if you don't already, that the majority of SEO is all about backlinks. It's not only about backlinks, but a huge part of it is backlinks. And that's what we need to analyze when we're looking at competition. We need to assess the backlinks. We're going to look at PageRank as well. Also, authority sites such as Wikipedia and why they can be difficult to outrank. But not every authority site, but some of them, and in particular Wikipedia is a difficult one to bump off the top spot in Google. Easy sites to outrank and exact match domains. I'm going to talk about all these things now, but the best way I think to teach this is to go and do some practical examples. So let's go and do that now. So I'm over at Google now, and before I do anything, I want to make sure that I've got my SEO Quake plugin turned on. As you can see in the bottom right of the screen, if you click it, it's on. I'll click it off now and then back on again. Make sure that's turned on, and the parameters that we want to be concentrating are, again, a page rank here, PR, and links, L, there. These are the important ones that we look at. Underneath each listing, SEO Quake has a number next to the PR and the links. You can see when I type in health into Google, that is an extremely competitive keyword phrase, and not one that I encourage you to go after unless you want to be waiting a good sort of 5 years to get to the top of Google, and you may never get there. But anyway, health has got a rather large authority site of WebMD. A lot of you will probably know the WebMD site. It's got a page rank of 8. It's a very, very high page rank, and the links to the page that is ranking have got 6.1 million backlinks, which is a lot of backlinks to be gathering. So a lot of people are linking to WebMD. If we go further down, we've got health.com. They've also got a lot of links, 1.4 million, and a page rank of 6. Next one down is a huge authority site by the name of Mayo Clinic, page rank of 7, and over 200,000 links. So you can see the general trend. And then in Wikipedia, down here is page rank 6, 11,000. Wikipedia is hard to beat, so these guys above Wikipedia are even more difficult if they're up here. So this is what I would call the keyword phrase that I would not go after. What you're really ideally looking for is anything with a page rank is sort of below 5 is a good indication. It doesn't need to be. Page rank is not the only factor when you're looking at competition, and some people who don't really understand SEO will tell you that page rank doesn't matter at all, but it does matter. And we've tested this quite extensively. If you go and build a website on a page rank 6 domain, it ranks very quickly. And we've tested this extensively, Terry and myself. But it does play a role. It's not a ginormous role, but it does play a role. So really, looking for under page rank 5 is a good indication. But you can outrank page rank 5s and 6s, and that will come down to your backlinking. But when you've got backlinks in figures like this in the millions, or even 5 figures, it's pretty hard to outrank them. But not the number of backlinks alone isn't the most important thing. It's the quality of the backlink, and in particular, it's the anchor text of the backlink. So if a lot of these backlinks that WebMD has coming into their home page have the anchor text of health, which is the phrase I typed in up here, then these are quality backlinks because they're targeted backlinks. So the way you can tell, you can make an assumption if their backlinks anchor text would be the exact phrase, is by opening up the site and having a look at their title tag of the page. So if we open up this particular website, and we look at the title tags, which you can always find right at the top in Firefox, it's got better information, better health. So the keyword phrase health is in the title tags, and they are a health website. So you would assume a lot of these backlinks here have probably got the keyword phrase health in them, in the anchor text, or even the exact phrase health in the anchor text. So that's not a good sign. What you really want to be aiming for is lower backlinks. And a lot of you will be wanting me to say, Matt, give me a number. Give me the exact number of backlinks that I can go after. And I can't do that for a number of reasons. One of them is that the better you get at SEO, and you will become very good at it once you've gone through the academy, but if you learn and apply the stuff that we teach in the academy, you will get better, and then you can build more backlinks because you'll have the skills. But you need, but unless you can do that, you can't compete at a higher level. But if you can, then you can start going after keyword phrases in the tens of thousands. But if you're relatively new, then I would be looking at, if you're brand new to this, I would be looking at backlinks in the hundreds in this column here. If you're intermediate, start pushing into backlinks to the thousands, and once you start getting more advanced, look at things over 10,000 backlinks for the competition. But that's a rough guide on what to look for in competition. What I want to do is show you an easy to rank for example to compare the two. I typed into Google underwater golf, and I wasn't actually expecting to find much at all, and I found that there's an underwater golf in China. In fact, there's even an underwater golf tournament, as you can see there in China, and there's some pretty funny photos here of literally people playing golf underwater. Anyway, but if you look at the backlinks here, and this site here has 0 backlinks. The one below it's got 6. The one below it's got 8. So you can see the number of backlinks is a lot different than the other example we looked at for health, where it was in the millions. So this would be exceptionally easy to rank in Google. There's absolutely no page rank. Oh, there's a page rank 2 there. But you can see the contrast between the two key phrases. Underwater golf's not very competitive keyword. The keyword health is extremely competitive. So these are two ends of the scale. I wouldn't go after something this low because it probably won't have any search volume. And the second reason is it's pretty hard to monetize a keyword phrase underwater golf. But anyway, this is the difference when you're looking at the backlink column. But what I can do, if I open up this first listing here of underwater golf, let's open up a few of them. And we'll just read their title tags. And you can see in the title for this particular site, it's got underwater golf. So they've got the title, the keyword phrase in their title, and then again they've got it right there in the heading of this post. So they're definitely trying to optimize their page for this phrase. So they're not ranking by accident. It's a purposeful move by this webmaster, probably not a very serious one at that, but it's still a purposeful move that they're trying to rank for it. So what you can make an assumption for is if they're definitely trying to rank for this phrase, and the way we tell again is by looking at the page. We can see it in the title tags in the top left and in the heading tag there. Then you can make an assumption if they're building backlinks to their site, then they're probably using the exact anchor text for the links that they build. Because why else would they purposely target a keyword phrase and then go off and build all their backlinks but not use the exact anchor text for the backlink? It wouldn't make any sense. So let's have a look at another one and I'll explain this further. China stages underwater golf. So they've got underwater golf in their title the heading there, and in their title tag again they've got underwater golf. World's first underwater golf. And then again they've all got it in their title tags and in the heading tags in the page. So we can make a rough assumption that they're definitely trying to rank for this exact phrase, underwater golf. So if I go back here, then we can assume that these links that they're building, the anchor text has probably got underwater golf in it. So what I'm trying to get at here is if somebody is definitely going after the phrase and they're ranking for the phrase on purpose because it's an intentional move, and the way we tell that again, just to repeat, is we look at the title tags on the page, we look at the headings, and we just look and get an idea. Are you really trying to get this phrase ranking in Google? And if you find that phrase all over the page, then you can make an assumption, yes. And then after you've made that assumption, you can then look at the links and say, well, that tells me that a larger majority of your links, anchor text, are probably that exact phrase, which makes those links higher quality and a more competitive keyword to go after. If you were to open up some of the listings in Google in the top 3 and they weren't really optimizing their page for the phrase, like you didn't find it in their title tag, you didn't find it in the heading on the page, then you can probably make a pretty safe assumption that their backlinks coming into that page probably don't have that exact phrase either, which makes them an easier target to outrank. So just remember, it's not only the number of backlinks, but the quality. And the way we analyze quality is we look at the page and see if they're definitely trying to rank for that keyword. So there's a couple of examples. I want to show you another one now. If I type in the keyword phrase hoodier, unique hoodier, this is a weight loss supplement. And you can see the first listing is uniquehoodier.com. It's PageRank 3. It's 575 backlinks. The one below it's PageRank 2, 1,109 backlinks. The one below it, PageRank 0, 29 backlinks, etc. So this is sort of a medium competition keyword. It's in between competition levels from the other two that we've looked at that were at extremes. So this would be slightly easier to rank for. However, of these 579 backlinks, I need to work out how quality are these links? How targeted are the backlinks? Will they have unique hoodier as their anchor text or not? So again, just to push the example further, I really need to open up the site and look at the page and work out, are they really targeting unique hoodier? And you can safely assume they are by just looking at the domain. But again, in the title tags, it has unique hoodier, and they have unique hoodier on the page. I'm sure they'll have it on the page somewhere if they don't have it in their heading tags. Effective hoodier. You can definitely tell by looking at this page that they are targeting unique hoodier. It's the page that sells unique hoodier, so it's a pretty fair assumption they'd be trying to rank for that keyword phrase. So what I can tell is that those 579 backlinks are probably pretty decent quality as far as their targetedness, how accurate the anchor text would be. So the other thing about this particular listing is it's an exact match domain, meaning the keyword phrase unique hoodier is their exact domain, unique hoodier, nothing more, nothing less. Google gives an exact match domain a slight SEO advantage. So not only have they got 579 links, they've also got a little bit of an advantage over other websites in the fact that they have the exact match domain. So what it means is a website that doesn't have the exact match domain will have to build more backlinks to their domain in order to outrank this unique hoodier exact match domain because they don't have the advantage of the exact match domain. Like this one below is weightlossarticles.net. That's not an exact match domain, it's a general domain. So they'll have to build more backlinks to outrank them. Now, like I said, the quantity of the backlink is not the only thing to go by, because you could have 4 PageRank 9 backlinks and the anchor text being unique hoodier, and you would most likely find yourself ranking right up here in position 1 and 2 and probably take these websites out, even though they've got hundreds. Because your backlinks, if you were able to get PR9 backlinks, are so powerful that they sort of outdo these backlinks. So just by looking at the number there, 579, I can't tell if they've got PageRank 9 backlinks, PageRank 1 backlinks, PageRank 4 backlinks, PageRank 0 backlinks. I don't know what mixture they have in that 579. You could analyze every individual website and look at the quality of the backlink and look and see how many high PageRank backlinks they have. But that's quite a laborious, very tedious task to have to do if you want to really get moving and start going after some websites. So a better way to do it is just what we've gone through here. If you're a newbie and you've never done this before, I recommend you stay under 100 backlink competition, preferably around the 50 mark, just so you can get a feel for how to rank web pages in Google, and you'll feel more encouraged because you'll be able to compete at that level relatively quickly. If you're an intermediate marketer, then you can start going after things in the hundreds and potentially go after something like this. And if you're an advanced marketer, then you can push into the thousands and tens of thousands, which is where I compete at all levels. I go after, intermediate, lower ones, and then right up to hyper competitive ones, just depending on what I'm doing with that particular website and the reward I see at the end of the day. But just remember, when you are targeting any keyword phrase, you need to make a decision on how much value it is for you to rank for the phrase. So if the keyword phrase is a highly targeted by a keyword, and you can just tell from the keyword phrase that it would be a high converting keyword, and the cost per click that people are paying for that keyword is high, then it may well be worth investing a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, maybe even 12 months to going after the phrase, because it will be worth it in the end. But if the phrase really isn't a fantastic phrase, it's not a really highly targeted by a keyword, and if you don't know what a by a keyword is, I talk about that in the other video in the beginner section of this course, SEO Experts Academy. But look at that video. But if it's not a great buyer keyword, yet it's super competitive still, then you need to make a decision and go, I don't think it's worth the time to invest in my SEO to go after this phrase, because it doesn't look like it's really going to be worth it for me. It's always about a time trade-off for the profit that you think the keyword can give you. So that's really what you want to be doing when you're analyzing competition for keyword phrases. Look at the page rank, the backlinks, and analyze the website that's ranking, and make a decision judging on how they've optimized the page and their title tags and their heading tags, if they are actually going after the phrase or not. And the lower the number of backlinks is a rough rule of guide, the better it is. Also, before I finish off this video, what you'll find when it comes to SEO, the absolute number one best way to tell how capable and how if it's worth going after a keyword phrase is experience. Nothing beats experience. The more you rank web pages and go after the keyword phrases on your web pages, the more you get a feel for what you are capable of ranking for. It eventually gets to a stage where you can whack in a phrase into Google without even looking a lot of the time at the metrics. You can get a rough idea by just the type of sites that are ranking. And if you see a lot of Wikipedia and authority sites, it's not great. But you start to get to a point where you can very quickly scan a keyword, look at these figures, and just know if it's a good one or if it's not such a good one. And the best way to get experience is getting in there and having a go. When I first built my a website, the very first website I built was an affiliate website, and I struggled to get rankings in Google. This is many years ago now, but I struggled to get rankings in Google because the keywords that I went after were way too competitive for my level of SEO skill. So I was sort of playing in the big boys playground when I really wasn't ready for it, and I learned a lesson from that. And then the next website I built, I looked for keywords that were less competitive, because I knew that I didn't have the skill to compete with the people that I was trying to compete with. And then slowly over the years, as I got better at SEO and more experience at ranking pages, you just know exactly what you can go after and what to avoid. So there's a lesson on keyword competition. So make sure you analyze keyword phrases and make a decision based on what we talked about from this video on whether a keyword phrase is worth going after or not. That's all for this video, everybody. On to the next video.